than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls will kick it away first. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Preston. Pass to 30. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ECU.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to take off. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. Still looking on the move. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line?
Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job.
Touchdown, East Carolina! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. Handoff to the lone back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. They'll run play action. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires left. And that one's incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a shot. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
He's brought down at the 33. Second down coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The short hands, it's Avant.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Pirates look to keep this drive humming. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. The give to the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The RPO, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Get set.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
There's so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the 2nd half and start making some plays.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Pirates want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him.
Intercepted, a 1st half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Pirates! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback...
Oh, he wants it all. Finds a spot in the middle. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Pirates will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21.
Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Bringing it back. Touchdown, ECU! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. There he goes! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box. So
deep shot for the end zone. Fires and picked off. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You could tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Here we go.
Using his legs, it's Clinton. Fights off a defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Try to get it to the edge. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
Jackrabbit.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Trying to make magic on the... He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. And now on second down for this offense.
Easy.
Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's not afraid to go deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give to the back. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to get outside. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Dino!
Off the boot, looking for his man. Going for it all. Touchdown, Buffalo! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
3rd down coming.
And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is it.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, East Carolina.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 25 to Kansas State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Looking to throw on 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Looking for room at the 40. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's long. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Avant. Now improvising. Caught close to the marker. It's Strong. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
4th down, same as 1st, same as 2nd, same as 3rd for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big 1st down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time on target. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.